Hey there, hey my love. Actually, there's something I like to say this morning, and of course, I feel like most of we ladies are actually in that spot. But then again, we don't even know what it means, and so we stay hoping, thinking into actually work out. But just before you run, I want you to listen to me real quick. I've written what I want to say down so that at least I won't forget it. Now, have you ever been with someone who gave you just enough to make you believe there was something there, but never enough to actually call it something? Now, that, my friend, is called ambiguity. What is ambiguity? Ambiguity is when someone's action gives you just enough hope to stay, but never enough clarity to know exactly where you stand. Many of us find ourselves in such situations and we don't even know how to come out of it or overcome it or stop overthinking about it, because this is actually something that keeps you trapped. Years pass, months pass, and you're still attached emotionally to that person. Sometimes the most confusing relationship and the ones where someone says no, they are the ones where they never say anything at all. We're not done. Now, let me tell you why ambiguity can keep you attached to someone for years without an actual relationship. I'm going to tell you why you can get attached to someone for years without a relationship. Now, but I'm going to rephrase the question. Have you ever been with someone who gave you just enough to make you believe there was something there, but never enough to actually call it something? That, my friend, I repeat, is ambiguity. It is when the person isn't clearly choosing you, but they are also not giving you enough clarity to make you completely walk away. Maybe they look at you differently. Maybe they check on you sometimes. Maybe they do thoughtful things. Maybe there's chemistry. Maybe there's jealousy. Maybe they make you feel like, there's something there. But when you ask yourself the most important question, and this is where clarity is beginning to set in with you. When you ask yourself the most important question, so what exactly are we? There's a complete silence there. You have no answer at all, and that is the dangerous part. Because sometimes you are not actually holding on to a relationship. It never started, it never happened. Your reality is different from what you are experiencing with that person. Your intuition or your imagination, the way you envision that person may be like, oh, this person is actually someone very important to me. He has been there or she has been there in an important part of my life. But this person clearly never defined anything with you. Now you're holding on to possibilities, and possibilities can keep you waiting longer than love ever should. Possibilities. Yeah, and I know what we're talking about. Now, at some point, you have to stop asking, what does this person behavior mean? Each time they do things for you, you need to stop asking, what does this person behavior mean? Why is this person being nice to me? Why is this person being kind to me? This person answers each time I call him or her, but that doesn't mean they consider you or they take you or they want to make a step forward to build a romantic relationship. There's a difference. You need to stop and start asking, what has this person communicated and done? That is the clarity there. That is your answer and your clarity. Because clarity requires no detective work. With clarity, thinking what this person has done. For instance, maybe the person saw you today and the person smiled at you. You had a brief conversation, but you're already on your phone typing, oh, I met this person today, that my crush I told you about, we talked with this, the little conversation is actually what you're going to extend into a conversation for a whole day or probably for hours, and the person you're trying to communicate what you experienced with the other person to is like, girl, you just said hi. Why are you overstressed? Why are you overthinking? Take your mind off it. It's not healthy, and the best way to overcome ambiguity is by looking at what the person has communicated and done, and not the possibility of you waiting longer than love should ever could happen. I'll see you in my next video, and I hope you picked something from this video. However, have you ever experienced ambiguity before? Tell me right in the comments, and let's give you a hug. I'll see you in my next video, darling, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.